If you don't like it, then don't watch it. Where have you heard that before? From a friend, maybe a family member, from a video or a TV segment, or maybe even a comment section. Regardless of where it came from, many people, myself included, have heard of this argument 100 times before. But what does it entail? Well, on the surface, the meaning is self-explanatory. Why waste your time and energy with something that you hate when you can be doing something else? But when you stop and analyze it, the argument falls through. In my eyes, there are three main reasons for why this argument falls flat: criticism, opinion, and choice. These reasons are, in my opinion, vital for viewing or consuming any form of media. All media, whether if it's video games, TV, shows, etc., all have something in common. They all need criticism. You are allowed to dislike something, but if you want something to improve, then you need to explain why. But if you don't like it, don't watch it, it prevents criticism from getting to the right people, and it prevents discussion and debate over what made something good or bad. For example, I heavily dislike Call of Duty. I dislike how repetitive it is. I'm not a fan of the toxic fan base that surrounds it, and I especially dislike how anti-consumer the franchise has become with its disgusting usage of locked day one content, loot boxes, and the pay-to-win formula. Repetitiveness in a game shows that the developers were lazy and didn't take the time to innovate or change anything. Another bit of criticism that I have is towards the toxic fan base, because I don't want to have to deal with people telling me to kill myself or telling me about how they're going to, word for word, my mom because I ranked higher than they did. And I hold the same disdain towards the anti-consumer views of the company, because a franchise as big as Call of Duty is going to set standards for the industry as much as people aren't willing to admit. I don't want live services or multiplayer-centered games in every single game that I purchase. I want story-centered single-player experiences, but that's my opinion. Opinions are just as important as criticism, because no two people think alike, and as a result, I might not have the same problems with something as someone else does. And despite what some people might say, it's okay to have a different view on something because it's what makes a person unique. Through your own preferences and views, you can voice your beliefs, tastes, and interests because people are inherently different. For example, one of my favorite films is Jurassic Park. It's a groundbreaking masterpiece with good storytelling, well-paced action, and some of the best visual effects that I have ever seen. But someone else might hate the film. You could hate some of the acting, how some of the characters are written out of the film almost entirely, or the fact that the film isn't super faithful to Michael Crichton's novel. All of those reasons are legitimate, and neither person is wrong despite what either person might think. But if you don't like it, then don't watch it. It's used to devalue opinions and viewpoints, silencing them in the process. Offensive or not, people are allowed to state their opinion, no matter what the subject matter is. In my opinion, choice is the most important part of media. Choice allows you to pick and choose what you like and dislike about a product or medium. Choice allows you to vocalize your views and to critique it in the way that you see fit. The "if you don't like it, then don't watch it" argument suffers the most with choice. The reason is because despite reviews, critics, and comments voicing either disdain or praise towards something, the one who's choosing to watch it or not watch it is you. The reason is because despite reviews, critics, and comments voicing either disdain or praise towards something, the one who's choosing to watch or not watch something is you. You are the one who is making the decision on whether or not if you will invest something into a product or service, whether if it's time, money, or something of equal value. You're the one who decides who influences your decisions and who doesn't. But the "if you don't like it, then don't watch it" argument doesn't take choice into account. I feel that with every investment comes the risk of a bad product or service that you wasted resources on. That's up to you. That's the whole point. Choice is about the decisions that you make. Up or down, left or right. Red pill or blue pill. Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle. Mac or PC. At the end of the day, the decision is yours. Not his, not hers, not even your friends or family. It's yours. Now all that you gotta do is make it your own.